Step outside the wall. This is outside the wall. Outside the wall.
Welcome to Outside the Walls, where we explore the invisible barriers that quietly shape our lives and discover the freedom waiting on the other side, one conversation at a time. Have you ever noticed some of the hardest races we run are the ones we never signed up for? Today, we're talking about one of the most common and most exhausting walls we build, the wall of comparison. Do you remember getting your high school yearbook? The last day of school, everyone is grabbing a pen, passing yearbooks around, writing things like, "Have a great summer, don't ever change, stay in touch." But before you asked anyone to sign it, what was the very first thing that you looked for? Your picture. Almost everyone did. Then you started flipping through the pages, who was voted the most likely to succeed, who was dating whom, who seemed to have everything going for them. Without realizing it, we started comparing. Back then, we thought those snapshots told the whole story, but they didn't. Fast forward 20 or 30 years, you attend a class reunion. The quiet student no one ever noticed built a fulfilling life. The class clown became an incredible parent. And the person who looked like they had everything together struggled more than anyone knew. The truth is, the yearbook never told the whole story, and neither does life. Unfortunately, many of us never stopped flipping through the pages. We just traded yearbooks for careers, neighborhoods, vacation, job titles, retirement accounts, and followers. Comparison simply changed clothes. Comparison is the thief of joy. But I think comparison steals something else too. It steals direction. Instead of asking, am I becoming a better version of myself? We ask, am I ahead of them? Those are completely different questions. One produces growth and the other produces anxiety. Comparison convinces us that life is a competition. Someone else buys a bigger house, we question our own. Someone gets promoted and we wonder if we're falling behind. A friend takes an incredible vacation and suddenly ours just doesn't seem good enough. And here's what's interesting. Nothing about your life actually changed. Only your perspective did. Comparison has a way of making blessings feel ordinary because someone else appears to have more. And here's the problem. You're comparing your everyday life to someone else's highlight reel. You rarely know the sacrifices, the failures, the sleepless nights, the disappointments. You're comparing one chapter of your story to a carefully edited page from someone else's. That's a comparison you'll never win. One of my favorite Olympic events is the 100-meter dash, the fastest people on the planet. Every fraction of a second matters. Sprinters, they spend years preparing for less than 10 seconds of competition. And do you know one thing elite runners are taught? Stay in your lane, run your race, and the moment you start looking left or right, you slow down. Your stride changes, your focus breaks, you lose precious time. Life works the same way. Maybe there's something for us to learn from that. When we're constantly looking left and right at everyone else, it's awfully hard to focus on the race we're running. You can admire someone else's success without measuring your worth against it. There's a big difference. Admiration inspires and comparison discourages. So here's something to consider this week. When you catch yourself comparing, instead of asking, why aren't I where they are? Ask, am I growing from where I was? That's the only comparison that truly matters. Maybe that's the comparison worth making, not with your neighbor, not with your coworker, not with someone we follow online, but the person we were yesterday. Progress isn't about beating someone else. It's about becoming a better version of yourself. Remember that yearbook? It captured one moment, one picture, one snapshot in time. But life didn't stop when that picture was taken. People changed, dreams changed, success changed, and our stories are still being written. So maybe we don't need to measure our story against someone else's snapshot. Keep learning, keep growing, keep running your race, because the life you're meant to live will never be found by trying to live with someone else's. The wall of comparison is real, but it doesn't have to define you.
This is outside the wall. Outside the wall.
I'm Dave Gast. Until next time, stay curious, live intentionally, take the next step. And remember, life changes outside the walls.